very own WGN News 10.
So, do you believe in ghosts? Maybe you think your house is haunted.
If you're trying to get to the bottom of some potential afterlife where you live, there is a group of suburban women who say they can help. Julie Unruh is here with more on the Paranormal Mom Society.
And short, PMS. Say what you will, but these ladies mean business. They are female ghost hunters with a sense of humor, of course. And while they try to keep things light as they investigate reported paranormal problems, this group of 7 takes all cases very seriously. Because by the time someone gathers enough courage to actually give them a call, that person is likely very scared or pretty desperate. These women, on the other hand, aren't scared one bit of what they can't see.
I started getting scratched, punched, slapped. I've had my hair pulled. Pictures would fly off the walls.
I can remember seeing a shadow make a loop around the room, and it went down and around the window and up and all the way around the room. And it wasn't like from a vehicle going by. This thing had like its own flight path.
We heard a noise out here. Muggsy barked. And then I said, "It's all right. It's nothing." And then he barked again. And then behind my head, I heard someone go, "Woof." And I went, "That's it. I'm done."
Trina Wagner and her husband Neil were definitely done, putting up with some aggressive, ever-present spirit they believed living in, under, or around their Manhattan, Illinois home, about an hour outside of Chicago.
It has better use for them.
TVs would turn on full blast in the middle of the night. Their crawl space door would open and close repeatedly on its own. Footsteps could be heard in the kitchen when no one else was around. It just didn't add up. So Trina combed the internet and found the Paranormal Mom Society.
The group of moms who all have a love for hunting ghosts.
I don't mean to sound like a superhero. Who do you call when you have something going on?
Sorry, we couldn't resist. And despite the movie franchise's popularity, these gals would prefer you don't call them Ghostbusters. They prefer the term ghost hunters instead.
We'll go back downstairs.
They all have kids, jobs, and real lives, but when the afterlife gets in the way of your real life, they move in and move you out. They use all sorts of gadgets and gizmos to call up the so-called spirits haunting your home.
The first thing we try and do is go in and debunk what's going on. Is there another reason for what's happening?
They can toss out maybe 9 out of 10 cases, she says, by explaining the once unexplainable. But every so often, places like the Maywood Home for Soldiers' Widows delivers what they consider the real deal.
Did your grandson fight in the Civil War?
Yes.
They check meters, record images, create stakeouts and hope to capture something, anything on video which is considered evidence of the afterlife. Proof a spirit from beyond is operating in their midst.
I think they're around us all the time. You know, it's just a matter of do they want us to know it or not.
The Paranormal Mom Society ultimately helped Trina and her husband find an angry old man under their closet of all places, in a crawl space. A shaman and a medium were called in to get the hostile spirit out. Now Trina cleanses the corners of her home with citrus oils, and she burns sage sticks to keep positive energy flowing while keeping the negative energy out. After 2 years of living with the eternal unrest, peace at last, and it didn't cost the Wagners a dime.
We haven't had anything bad or aggressive or anything like that since.
All's quiet on the home front. For the members of PMS, this is only a hobby, not a full-time job. They claim they've all had their own experiences with ghosts that clearly led them to one another. As mothers, they say they like to help others and they like to work on cases that actually involve kids in some way. If you want to learn more about the Paranormal Mom Society, you can head to our website, WGNTV.com. Their slogan, "Ghosts don't mess with PMS." They're keeping it light.
That's cute.
Why do you have to hunt for ghosts at night? They never do it in the daytime. It would be much less scary.
Where were you when we were talking to these ladies? That's the question of the hour.
Okay. Julie, thanks a lot. We're going to